Hey everyone, it's Oleg Spiker here, and we've been having some connection issues out here. I wanted to share with you, and let's hope that it works the third time around. As I mentioned here in the video, there was something that I wanted to share with you as a result of deep reflection and being really honest with myself and peeling back a lot of layers to come to this conclusion. Over the years, I made a choice to really stay within the business circles when it comes to the services that I and my company has provided. And it was an interesting choice because on the inside I felt called to go much deeper, to reach much further, to go much higher with my clients. And my soul was calling for something way more expansive and much more aligned than the business itself. But I kept deciding to keep pushing and pushing and pushing and, persisting and insisting because it was known. It's something that I've been doing for 10 years, nearly 10 years on my own. And before that, in different jobs. It's something that I'm highly trained in and qualified in from, formal education and so on. And it's something that has become familiar, and it's something that my audiences are familiar with. So, if I were to check off all the boxes, there's a ton of reasons for continuously versus, taking and making the sharp right turn or even a U-turn. But what I started to notice over the years was this little thing, the little detail that started to annoy me and it started to trigger me. And then I decided, it's worth exploring deeper and let's see where it leads. Let's see what it comes up and what it brings up. So what I'm going to share with you is simply my truth. And if there's anything that resonates with you, I offer that you take whatever is that of value that you can apply. I hope that it helps expand your ideas, elevate your ideas, maybe shift your perception even. But if it doesn't, that is okay too. So like I said, there was a little detail that I started to notice how it over and over and over, it triggered me. So for nearly a decade, as a business owner, I had the honor and privilege to work with various types of business owners, entrepreneurs, leaders, executives in a couple of different capacities. And I have a track record to prove that even when I was invited to consult or entrusted to coach and advise and strategize for somebody who on paper has been way ahead of where I was in my own business, I was still able to add tremendous value to them. The results are there on paper. There's a track record for it. At the same breath, I found myself triggered in conversations or reactions or different posts from eminent, highly accomplished business owners, some even household names in our coaching and consulting circles and industries, who would be very, in some ways, even I would dare to say arrogant when it came to addressing those who on paper might not be equal match, meaning that they were really dismissive of any coaches or consultants or, any experts who dared to approach them with some suggestions or invitations if they themselves did not run multi-million-dollar businesses. And it rubbed me the wrong way because of my own track record. Now, as I mentioned at the beginning, this was going on for a while, and I kept observing myself. It's like, why is this such a trigger point for me? Because personally, I don't seek a parenting advice from somebody who does not have their own kids. I don't seek marriage advice from somebody who's single, who has never been married. I don't seek family advice from a couple that's stranded in some exotic islands who has never been married with the kids going through what we are going through. So I was like, why am I being such a hypocrite, right? And this is exactly why, like I said, as I was digging deeper, I simply realized that the only reason why all of those comments rubbed me the wrong way were a blinking sign for me to expand beyond what was familiar, to expand beyond what my ego was so proud of, and to truly follow what my calling and what my soul's knowing, my zone of genius truly is. And that is way beyond business conversations. This is way beyond business strategizing or mindset coaching. It's literally unleashing witchcrafting that it was such a second nature to me, it even went unknown. It was unleashing this intuitiveness and channeling capabilities, clairvoyance, that, like I said, they came so natural to me. They were not even in my radar. They, didn't even occur to me to consider them as part of this magic that we create with clients. So in my own marketing, in the way I presented myself, even when I talk to people, when they reach out, or we used to meet at networking events, I remember those. It wasn't unusual when a person would approach me. It's like, oh my gosh, it's so great to see you. Thank you so much. I've been following you. I love your business advice. They associated me with anything business. That was until clients who decided to step up and step forward and became a part of my inner circles got to experience firsthand that what we did in private went way beyond mindset and coaching in terms of business parameters, I should say. So yeah, like I shared with you yesterday in a post, not that long ago, I started to see a vision for my business that was so expensive, that was so opulent, that was so rich, that was so potent. And it finally came all together. And I'm so excited about it because it really encompasses all of me. And it allows me to create a space that truly serves not just the clients, but communities and humanities on a whole new level. And the reason, like I said, I was so triggered and I was invited through those triggers, it was literally red carpet type of an invitation to be with it, be curious about it without any judgment. Just keep exploring. Why was it? What was in this mess that turned into a message? Why was what was it there for me to learn, to find, to uncover? And there was it. And the bottom line is that I've been simply waiting for the opportunity to present itself in order to really step up and remove this cloak of strictly business. And like I said, for any of the client who has the chance, who had the chance and got to play with me in one-on-one setting over the past couple of years in particular, they got to experience this magic. But it wasn't something I felt comfortable with really putting out there until now. So as I mentioned, the reason why I chose to share this with you is twofold. First and foremost, you'll be hearing a lot more from me, from this new level, from this new sphere, from this new space, about the new ways, upgraded, I should say, elevated, expanded ways to collaborate, to co-create. And then secondly, because I know the world is changing so quickly, we are changing so quickly, and not just changing, but I think millions of us have got to the point when we realized there's more. There's more to who we are. There's more to what we do. There's more to what we get to create. And I know for some, this experience, this revelation was almost like getting, stopped in tracks, like a cold shower, like, holy shit, where did that come from? I know some have been absolutely lost in this revelation, overwhelmed with the possibilities, overwhelmed with those inner voices that start to emerge, and all the sensations of being pulled in different directions away from what's been known to them. And I know it can be scary, and I know it can be uncomfortable, even painful, to leave behind that which we've outgrown. But this is exactly where we are. So many of us have been gifted this opportunity to finally take an inventory of all that we have experienced and created, and really choose what are the things that are truly aligned, what truly inspires us, what truly empowers us, what truly energizes us. Because we came to a realization that life is simply too short to pretend, to mute ourselves, to play small, and to hold ourselves back, and to continuously live under pretense that we are somebody who we are not, minimizing ourselves, muting our gifts, hiding our gifts and genius. And this is the time for millions and millions of women in particular to truly step up and into your power. And it is my honor and privilege, first and foremost, to be able to witness so many of you already doing so. And it is so exciting for me to know that as we move forward, so many more of you are going to come to this space, into the secret, not secret, well, right now, secret, sacred space where we get to co-create, you and I personally, because there is a need. The world needs us more than ever before. And you need yourself to be honoring yourself more than ever before. The future of your kids depends on your openness, willingness, ability to honor yourself. Now, I know many of you might not feel ready for it, but the secret is that we're never ready for something so magnificent, for something so remarkable, for something so radical. It's simply a choice. And even that particular choice doesn't always feel like a major leap, or, this movie like serendipitous moment when everything is like fireworks. This decision most often seems like micro alignments, a degree and 1 degree and 1 degree in every single thought that occurs, in every single emotion that comes up, in every single action we're about to take, in every single decision we're about to make. Small micro alignments and small micro commitments. This is how it starts. So every single day we are offered millions of those micro opportunities to make that radical shift, ultimately radical shift, and really step up. I'm shaking because this is such a potent time, and I feel that when we allow ourselves to see beyond the messages that are manufactured by the external world to keep us where we are, to keep us small, to keep us scared, to keep us confined and obedient, so to speak, to keep everything going as it used to be, going back to the normal. We are here to create a new normal, something that has not existed before. And it is so freaking exciting, and it's so freaking, like I said, I'm shaking right now. I'm having goosebumps just thinking about it. And we get to choose, we get to create that. You and I, we get to create that. What a marvelous opportunity, and what a privilege is to be here in this particular time, present right now, to live through this experience, to create those opportunities, and to welcome those possibilities, to play into those limitless possibilities for ourselves, for our children, for our loved ones, for our clients, for the members of our teams, for our community. It is so rich. So to bring it all back. Like I said, what started with a very hypocritical thought on my own end when I was being triggered by comments that others made, which, were something that I was making myself. It really led me to peel back the layers and create the space, expand the capacity to receive, and create the space for this opportunity to truly present itself, where I was able to step in, bear, and shed this old identity and truly step into the power and truly take ownership over all that I am in all the ways. So I can't wait to share with you what exactly that is. It's coming together rapidly. But I believe and I hope that in today's message you find something of value for yourself. Perhaps it's a permission, maybe it's an acknowledgement, maybe it's an inspiration, motivation, kick in the ass, a warm hug, piece of comfort, peace of mind, a new idea. Whatever it is, I trust that you receive it. And with that, I'm sending you lots of love and light, and I will talk to you very soon.